Just want to let you lot know that if you're watching this clip on the Fozcast YouTube channel, the full episode is now available to watch exclusively on Spotify, and it's free. Come on. I've got one that I think we probably will put in the top 10.
Come on in.
But there's some people would say about longevity maybe of this one, but I still think in the whole pantheon of centre-backs, this guy probably...
Pantheon's a great word,
isn't it? Sorry,
Pantheon.
Sorry. But I think he stepped the game up a little bit. I really do. I think Virgil van Dijk.
Yes. For me, yes.
Tom?
I don't think he goes straight in.
Really?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of other players on this list. I think he's definitely in the maybes, but he's going to be, for me, I think he'll be, if he makes it in the top 10, he's going to be around the 7, 8, 9 mark type thing. So
I don't think he's done it for long enough to put him in the top 5. But he's got to be in the top 10 for me.
I totally agree.
What, definitely in the top 10?
I think,
yes.
I mean, how he's transformed Liverpool.
I think for probably 3 years in a row, he was the best centre-back in the world for 3 years.
Yeah.
Then he had obviously a bad injury and he's probably still finding his feet from that, to be honest.
So at the peak of his powers, he
makes
the list, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
And we're not being biased on longevity, so...
So that's why I think Ledley King's got to go in there.
Yeah, Ledley King's going on the maybe. He's staying there for now. I think we agree on that, yeah?
We're going to have to put the maybe's going to probably be...
I love doing these podcasts. Can I just say that? I really love doing these podcasts.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Look at my little smile.
But you know that there's people already in the comments absolutely killing us here. We've got a top 5 so far, everybody. So we're halfway there, okay? We are halfway to getting our top 10 nailed on.
So what are we putting VVD in?
Yeah, VVD. So Virgil van Dijk is locked in. Rio Ferdinand, Vincent Kompany, John Terry and Ashley Cole. We need to find a remaining 5, everybody. Is there anybody that jumps out to you on this list as a top 10 defender, Premier League era of all time?
Yes.
Go on.
Now, you might not like this.
Okay.
Jaap Stam.
Oh, wow.
Jaap Stam was the complete defender. He was the complete defender. He was a sicko, right? And Ferguson said that was his one regret of his career, letting Jaap Stam go to Lazio too soon.
Yeah, but then wasn't Ledley King a complete defender?
I don't
think you can have... Oh, God, don't know.
I think Jaap Stam, for me...
is better than Ledley King.
79 appearances.
Only 7... I don't know how somebody can get on the all-time Premier League top 10 list with 79 appearances.
22 clean sheets.
Didn't we agree with it's not about longevity?
Yeah.
I don't know.
79 appearances, 3 Premier League titles.
I think 79
but
appearances
he wasn't a
come
top
into
team.
it, though.
I
think 79 appearances has to come into it, though. I understand longevity, and I think longevity applies when you're talking about 500 appearances or 250 or 300. Then it's cool, yeah. But only 79.
Do you know what, Tom? I'm with Ben because I'm looking at Reece James here, who, if we did this in 5 years' time, would 100% be in top 10.
I totally agree.
100%.
I think.
Yes.
Do you know what?
Reece James, honestly, for years to come, is going to be the best right back in the world.
This is a massively important point.
And I agree. I think if he's only played 99 appearances, I don't think Reece James can get into the all-time top 10.
Totally agree. I think, if Reece James is fit for the next 5 years, he would be in that top 10 like you wouldn't believe. He would be. Like, honestly, he is an absolute new breed of defenders. Ridiculous.
He's very, very, very
But he's not going to get into the top 10 because he's been hampered by injuries. He's only played 99 Premier League games, but he has all the ability, all the makings to be one of the best ever.
So what are we saying then? So
I know we said at the start of this podcast that longevity doesn't matter, but looking at that,
so you think you have 50, 60 games short? What?
Yeah, 60, 70, 80 maybe.
But look at the impact. He was so good at defending.
I understand it. I get you. I'm going to put him on the maybe list for now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
and then,
maybe.
Then straight into them Reece James. Are we saying
he can't be in the top 10?
No, he can't.
He's Chelsea captain now. He's what he's achieved, but he has had injuries and he's only played 99 games in the Premier League.
Reece can go on the maybe, but I understand.
No, I don't think Reece can be in the maybe.
Okay, I'm with you.
Future Hall of Famer.
He's going to be. He'll be when we do this in 3 years' time. He'll be top 3. Virgil van Dijk actually is one of the best players I've ever seen live. Ever seen live.
Let's not talk.
Kyle Walker has been at a high level for years.
What about peak of their powers?
Of Virgil van Dijk.
Virgil van
Dijk. You have to put him in.
I think Virgil van Dijk, peak of the powers, is the best defender that's ever lived.
Wow. Say that again.
I genuinely think that Virgil van Dijk, at the peak of his powers, 2 years ago, Virgil van Dijk is the best defender that's probably ever lived or played the game. I genuinely believe that. I do. When Liverpool are winning Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues, I think Virgil is the number one.
I think even in this short period, people even now forgot how good he was because he's not quite at that level. It's an interesting one, Ben.
I think people have just got short memories, and the cruciate ligament injury has probably taken a yard of pace off him.
Yep.
But I think for 2 or 3 years, that guy...
So are you arguing the VVD goes further up the list?
No. I'm still not. I promise you I'm not.
Let's do some notables.
Come on.
Branislav Ivanovic.
Lovely.
Absolute player.
Fantasy Premier League hero.
Absolute player.
22 goals, one every 10-ish.
20 assists.
Martin Keown.
Yeah, very, very good notable mention. Probably not as cultured and aesthetically pleasing as some defenders, but again, somebody you'd want in your team.
Yeah.
Do you know what upset me about Ivanovic? He was, for Chelsea, incredible, but they played him for a season too long.
Yeah, probably.
And my only that's bollocks. My lasting memory of Ivanovic was getting roasted week in, week out. And I was like, you don't do this to him. He's been an absolute legend of this club.
Tainted, wasn't it?
He's lost his pace. And people were targeting him. I mean, you must have had it before, the chat before the match, like, just target him. Just target him. Get it over there and work him.
Funny story. We played away at Stamford Bridge, West Brom. Shane Long playing up front for us, right? And we quite literally said that exact same thing. It was, Shane, I'm going to put the ball on Ivanovic's head. You run, you'll get there in front of him, and you can almost run around him at the same time. And honestly, we spent the whole game hitting it on top of Ivanovic, and he would try to win it, thinking he's win it, and Shane Long has already headed it and then ran round him as well to go and get the flick on. Wow. It was ridiculous. But I agree with you. I think he did just probably play a little bit too long. He was that build though, wasn't he? He was stocky. He was. You could tell he's got big bones, but he's strong with it. Yeah. Really strong with it. I used to love him though. I thought he was great. I did.
Wicked player.
We'll do a couple more honourable mentions here before we carry on. 2 Villa boys.
Go on then.
Okay, Olaf Malberg.
Yeah.
232 appearances.
Yeah.
Really, really good defender. And the other one who I think came from AC Milan, I believe, into the Prem. I think if he'd have done 10 years in the Prem, he wouldn't be a million miles off. Martin Larsson.
Wow. Only 84 appearances.
Are you a Villa fan or something?
No, I'm not, but he was proper. If you remember Martin Larsson coming in, he was really, really good.
They're both Swedish, them two, aren't they?
No, Martin Larsson, I think, was Danish. Danish, I think. Olaf is Swedish.
He's Swedish, weren't he? Yeah.
I'm sure Martin Larsson was Danish.
It's an honourable mention. I'm with you. I get you. I'm sure Villa fans will all jump in the comments and say, no, they were phenomenal. I remember Olaf Malberg a lot more. Obviously played a lot more games, 232 appearances. Martin Larsson, decent. I'm with you. I can't put them on the maybe list. They are good players.
Honourable mentions.
Yeah, honourable mentions. I've got an interesting one for you. Before we go for another dead cert.
I think you're going to say the same as me because I've just seen that name.
I think it might be.
I've just put brackets in it, and I think he's on the wrong page.
I've got an interesting one for you then.
Come on then.
It's weird, right? Because I think he could be in there, should be in there, maybe in there. Andy Robertson.
Exactly. How weird's that? I've just literally put brackets around him. I just saw his name and I was like,
you have.
I think he should be. This should be on this list.
This could be an interesting one. This, okay.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this clip of the Fozcast. If you would like to watch the full episode, it is now available exclusively on Spotify for free.